Abdulaziz al-Wahhabi, Fuzia al-Wahhabi, Mehdi al-Wahhabi, Nalhuda al-Wahhabi, and Yasser al-Wahhabi, forever in our hearts.
Gather united tonight to remember not only our 72 fallen, but all those who've fallen in Gaza since the 7th of October, and actually since 1948 when this all started. We remember the injustices, and we also pray for all those around the world who've fallen victim to injustice, greed, and the desire to take the land from others. We pray for peace, and we pray particularly that pressure can be put on the government tomorrow to vote for a ceasefire so that all of these atrocities can be ended in Palestine.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Malik yawm al-Din. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim. Sirata alladhina an'amta alayhim. غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
I think it's really important that we do think about drawing these two atrocities together, the atrocity of Grenfell and what is now happening in Gaza. I mean, what a month it's been. It's hard to believe that it's only been a month, but what we've been witnessing in Gaza will, I think, be remembered as one of the most extreme, calculated episodes of cruelty in modern history because of what's being unleashed on the Palestinian people right now, who already for the past 17 years had been living under siege. Even after decades of occupation, of land theft and dispossession to make way for illegal settlements, even after the bombardments on Gaza relentlessly in 2008, 2014, 2021, to name a few, which even before October the 7th had resulted in the deaths of thousands and thousands of Palestinian people. Even before that, even now, there is still apparently no limit to what the Palestinian people are having to endure, which we are told apparently is for the sake of the security and safety of Israeli people. I think it's blatantly clear now to anybody who's looking on that what we're seeing goes beyond any sane or rational definition of self-defense. I mean, who are you defending yourself against when you're bombing hospitals, schools, churches, among the oldest churches on the planet, in fact, mosques, after you've bombed solar panels, after you've cut off the electricity, bombing water plants, after you've cut off the water? You know, this isn't just revenge that we're seeing. What we are seeing is, I think, the extermination of, an attempt at the extermination of the people of Gaza.
My name's Mona Ahmed. I'm a local councillor in North Kensington. I was a Labour councillor until about 3 weeks ago, and I resigned in protest, really, because of Keir Starmer and the Labour leadership's appalling position on what's happening in Gaza at the moment. We know that what is happening there, it has been described by experts as very clearly war crimes, and in their words, in the words of the UN, a textbook case of genocide. And the Labour leadership have refused to condemn this or call for a ceasefire, which is really the bare minimum when you consider just the scale of the suffering and the scale of the civilian deaths that's happening at the moment at the hands of Israeli authorities. So I'm an independent councillor at the moment. We meet together every month to do the silent walk. and the minute's silence for the 72 neighbours of ours that died in the Grenfell fire. At the moment, because of just how significant what's happening in Gaza is, and it's something that all of us here have been witnessing and have been appalled by, it's understandable that people might think, what is the connection between Gaza and Grenfell? But there's actually plenty that draws these two atrocities together in many ways. You know, there are lots of factors that we've seen through the inquiry into Grenfell. For example, Arconic, who provided materials for the cladding which caused the fire to happen, or at least caused the fire to spread. Arconic is a company that is used in the helicopters and fighter jets that we are seeing at the moment dropping bombs on the people of Gaza. And I think anyone who is involved in Palestine solidarity and anyone who is involved in the fight for justice for Palestinian people will know that this is a fight that involves so many different factors, whether you are engaged in the fight of anti-imperialism and anti-colonialism, on the dispossession of indigenous people, whether your fight is one of women's liberation, you know, whether it's anti-racism that you're involved in. Palestine solidarity is the issue that truly draws all of these different fights together. And I think it's absolutely crucial that we are constantly, you know, drawing these links and joining the dots, and also coming together and understanding that, you know, in many respects our fight is one fight. All I would like to say is that I know that at times it might feel that we are, you know, helpless amidst the barrage of atrocities that we are witnessing at the moment. But to remember that we are having an impact. Hundreds of thousands of us marching through the streets week in, week out. That's having an impact, and we can't get tired. This really is an emergency, what's happening in Gaza at the moment. Yes, we see these assaults on Gaza periodically every few years with, you know, thousands of fatalities. That is not new to us. But what's happening at the moment does feel different, and there's never been a more crucial time to be focusing now on the fight for justice for Palestine.